everyone, welcome back to Crafting a Life I Want. My name's Sean, and if you follow me over on Instagram at Crafting a Life I Want, you'll have noticed that I added a new tool to the shop. I ended up buying a 2019 Honda Rancher 4x4 ATV, and the plan is to predominantly use this for assisting in logging and snow removal on the property that I live on. The first project to that end is going to be swapping out the steel braided line that came on the Badlands ZXR 2,500 pound winch that came from Harbor Freight. I'll be swapping it out with a synthetic line that also came from Harbor Freight. They're both affordable options, and I'll put links to both of those things down in the description below. This is going to be the first video in a series that will hopefully end with my quad being ready for the work that it was purchased to do. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. Alright, so first things first, we need to figure out what we've got here. Alright, so there's the winch. And I think if I just pull this out. Hey buddy, come here. I need your help. Do me a favor. Take this and walk that way with it. Alright, slow down. So if you look right here, there's a set screw that's keeping that locked in there. So give me half a second. I'm gonna go grab a Allen wrench and then I'll get that out. So here's that set screw. Just using an Allen wrench. It's Harbor Freight, so it's metric. And there we go. Our steel line is out. The next step is figuring out how to get the synthetic line in. So the Harbor Freight synthetic line comes with, looks like an aluminum cast fairlead for it, which will look a lot nicer than the rollers that come with just the winch itself. You ready? All right, buddy, you ready to run? Mm-hmm. All right. When I say, I want you to run out about to where you stopped before, okay? Okay. On your mark, get set, go. Stop. All right, put it down, bud. Thank you. You can come back now. You can come back. All right, so the next step is going to be to get the synthetic line through the existing hole on the drum. I was trying for a couple of minutes before I started filming, and they're nice enough to cover this end in kind of a plastic coating that's a little hard, but it wouldn't fit through the hole. So what I did is I just took a torch and heated it up and stretched out the end a little bit, which gives me about an inch that there's no rope in it, but it gives me enough freedom that I can shove the tip through and get purchase on the other end, and hopefully pull it through. After messing with this for a bit more, don't do what I did. Don't remove this rubber jacket that was on this. The rope just wants to come apart and it doesn't get any easier to get through. What I do suggest is taking a 1/4 inch drill bit, remove the set screw that was in here holding the cable in. Make sure you're locking this back in place so that your drum can't rotate. And then I just took my drill, ran it through, and again, that's a 1/4 inch drill bit. I'm going to try it with 1/4 inch, cleaning it up a bit, and then if that doesn't work, I'm going to move up to 5/16. This is just a countersink bit, so I'm just going to run that in the holes real fast if it fits, and try to give it a little bit easier to get the rope to kind of lead into there. And you want to do I'm going to do the countersink stuff on both sides. You don't really need to, but figured it might help reduce any snags on the rope as it comes through. All right, if you want to come in a little closer and look, I just countersunk these out and bring that out a bit. I'm hoping I can get the rope through with it like this, so I'm going to give that a try now. I'm using just a little wire I had around that I'm kind of running through the rope just to hopefully give me a little more purchase to pull it through. Just using whatever I have lying around to try to shove all the ends of the rope into the hole. And I'm not pulling quite yet. I'm just trying to get all the ends into the hole before I actually apply some pressure to the wire.
Did you guys hear that?
All right, so just to reiterate, don't take your rubber boot off. I think 1/4 of an inch after reaming that out would have been enough had I left the rubber boot on, but because I had already taken it off, I ended up having to ream the hole out to 5/16 of an inch. And then I went ahead and wrapped a wire kind of through and around it in multiple directions, just to give me a little bit more purchase. And then I run the wire through the hole, and that gives me the opportunity to pull on the wire, which keeps the rope intact. All right, so that was a pain, but got the rope through. Next step is going to be tying it. Let's see here. Spooling this way. So I'm taking the rope one. I'll lock this back up. So you want to pull about 8 to 10 inches extra out, wrap it around the drum, and then slide it through the loop that's created. And you want to leave yourself probably around a 3-inch tail. And then you can kind of tuck that over there. And then to make sure that it doesn't continue to come out, I'm going to, okay, that tail is a little long. You don't want it to like loop back on itself on the drum. So this is kind of dependent upon the winch that you're using. I'm going to pull a little bit extra of that back through. And then you want to take some electrical tape. And I'm going to do 2 separate loops of this, and this is just to keep it from pulling back through. All right, so that's it. I'm probably going to put this set screw back in just so I don't lose it in case I ever want to go back, but I don't think it serves any purpose with a synthetic line. But our next step is going to be rewinding this on the drum. And to do that, I think I'm going to need to wire it to a battery temporarily. So when I come back, I'll be doing that. All right, so I just did a down and dirty of wiring it where everything's just loose here. I had an extra battery lying around. I'm only doing this to rewind the rope so it goes a little quicker and I can keep it neater. One thing you want to make sure is that your freewheel you put back in and it clicks into place. And now I'm just going to hold this while I click the in button on the remote, And then my son is going to keep tension on it as it wraps in. Maybe I'll have my wife press the button while I guide that in. Here you go. Press the in button, please. Okay, so that's far enough. I actually need to stretch out the black sheeting on this, so I'm going to unwind it a little bit and then I'll finish winding it back up. But that's basically how you do this. If this is already attached to your quad, then obviously you don't need somebody holding it up. You're just able to you can press the button or you can turn it on with the wireless remote that this comes with, and then you can kind of keep the tension on as it rewinds itself. Because I don't have it hooked in yet, I was just doing it this way. So I had my son helping me with keeping tension on it and my wife pressing the button while I make sure it coiled up nice and neatly. But that is basically how to swap out your metal braided line for the synthetic line. All of this is from Harbor Freight, and I'll put links to that down in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I hope you'll tune in for my next videos.